All right, so apparently the disgraced former comedian, or it's not former comedian Louis C.K., who who was accused and did it, he admitted that he liked to masturbate in front of women. He would just start pulling his dick out and masturbating in front of chicks, who somehow became paralyzed and didn't know how to kick the guy in the balls and say stop it. So they became victims. I don't understand how that works, but that's all right. And I think the day before yesterday, he made a surprise appearance. Like nobody knew that he was there. Like, well, hence the term surprise. But they knew there was going to be a comic, but not exactly who. So there's this whole group at the comedy fucking cluster fuck coma hospital. I don't know where he was playing, but they had one guy up, and then they would introduce somebody else. Like now a special guest, and Louis C.K. comes back, and he didn't announce his return, so nobody in the room really knew what they were getting. So Louis C.K. gets up there, and right away, everybody's happy to see him, and he does his horrible set and his awful humor, and which I kind of like actually. It's really disgusting, and hey, I can fucking relate. And then today comes an article, and I forget where this article is from. I think it's the Huffington Post or something like that, where three women who were in the audience and don't want to be named talk about how they were so offended and they could see the misogyny in people clapping that the comedian is trying to do his job again. Because it was like, I mean, why didn't they just pick up rocks and stone him to death when they came out there? No, seriously. First of all, these women are pussy. They didn't name their names. They didn't say their first name, their last name. They was like, SB said she was at the show. I call such bullshit with SB. Get it? SB said, shut up. You get it. They're sitting there, they're writing articles now about how basically the one woman said, like, well, I was at the front row and we didn't know who we were getting, and he came out and I couldn't believe all the applause he was getting, and the men seemed so aggressive in their applause and appreciation of him, and it was just very troubling. And me and like three other angry lesbians, I mean three other women who just never had a good time in their entire life, looked at each other and couldn't believe this man was trying to make a living when he had taken his pee-pee out in front of middle-aged women and said, do you mind watching me masturbate? It didn't even wait for a yes or a no and just started masturbating. And obviously his dick had some hypnotic power that made them paralyzed and stay there and watch him ejaculate, because otherwise, I don't know. I fucking haven't been laid in so long. I have nothing to talk about. I haven't been laid. I need it so badly. God, somebody just fucking finger me. I don't care if it's a homeless man already. I don't care if you have no teeth. Just do it. Fuck it. This chick goes on and on and on, and it's always unnamed sources. No, don't interview these bitches. I want another fucking name, so I'm gonna sit there and talk some shit. What do you want this guy to do at this point? He didn't rape these women. He didn't fucking go up to them and start beating them with his dick on the like they weren't sitting there like, so I want to be a comedian. Opposite, what the fuck, motherfucker, hit me with your dick, asshole. They didn't do it. He masturbated in front of women. He said, do you mind if I masturbate? He asked at least. Motherfucker asked permission to masturbate. Okay? Did any of them say no? I don't know if they said no or what. All these fucking victims, this victim mentality's got to go. They're all like, I just didn't know what to do because he was a man in a position of power. Blah, blah, blah. First of all, he probably didn't know your name, hooker. Okay? He probably didn't even know who you were. There's no way he's going to, fucking end your career or anything like that. What are you talking about? These were all little nobodies who were like coming up in comedy or something like that. And this guy masturbated in front of them. Leave, like I said before. Kick him in the balls. You don't have to sit there and take that shit. And I think it's a jerk move what he did. I think it was pretentious and weird, and he needs to examine it. But honestly, he didn't fucking rape a kid. What did this man really do in the long run? Listen, he ducked out of his career. He lost so many advertisements, shows, everything you could think of. What do you want at this point? Should we just get across and nail him to it? I mean, should we just fucking kill him? What, beheading? What do you want? What do these angry bitches want? I'm so sick of this shit. Seriously. Fucking, like, if Roman Polanski, who's out there making movies to this day, who raped and sodomized a 13-year-old girl after supplying her with drugs, I bet these bitches are still seeing his movies. I bet that nobody's irate about that anymore. Nobody says shit about it. But this guy jerked off in front of women. Creepy. Yes. Was it rape? No. It's not rape. Sorry. Jerking off in front of somebody is not rape. Unless you... The only way I could see where it'd be like a severe sexual assault to me is if they were underage, and if he had a gun or a knife, he's like, you are gonna watch me. You know what I mean? Like something that would make you. And if he was some physically imposing dude, it's Louis C.K. Are you kidding me? A Girl Scout could kick his ass. What the fuck are you talking about? Like we talked to three women, three angry lesbians who were at this, comedy concert, and the shit they said was like, we noticed the men were really like, it was very testosterone, and he actually, well, the girl actually said this. She goes, he made a rape joke, and we were all just like, really, a rape joke? He made rape jokes from probably since the time he was fucking, 15. Who the fuck knows? Although I started at 6, so I started earlier than he did. But whatever. Like, shut the fuck up with this faux outrage already. I'm so sick of it. Be mad at the shit that matters and is affecting people right now. People who are being oppressed, people who are being killed, people are being, like, smuggled into sex trade and stuff like that. You had a bad time at a comedy show because a guy who jerked off in front of people showed up again and tried to make a career. Ooh, get the fuck over it. There. And I'll spread some more cheerful news later when I figure another topic.